Most people aren't buying a truck. They're buying a ticking time bomb. The industry's dirty secret is that modern trucks are engineered to turn you from an owner into a victim. The second you hit 150,000 miles, that's when the parts start failing. The sensors go haywire, and your bank account starts bleeding. But there are a few rare machines that refuse to follow those rules. These aren't just trucks. They are masterpieces of mechanical immortality. Today, we're revealing the 3 pickup trucks you can buy once and drive forever. We're talking about over-engineered engines that are just getting warmed up at 400,000 miles. Number 3 is a hidden gem most people overlook. And number 2 is a mechanic's worst nightmare because it never enters the shop. But number 1? It's a legend so indestructible, owners say it's actually harder to kill than it is to keep running. If you miss that one, you're choosing to stay trapped in a cycle of endless repairs. Number 3, 2014 Toyota Tacoma. The small truck that refuses to quit. When people talk about pickup trucks that can last forever, full-size V8s usually get all the attention. But the 2014 Toyota Tacoma quietly proves something different. You don't need a massive engine to get serious long-term durability. Under the hood is Toyota's 4.0-liter V6. And this is where the Tacoma earns its reputation. It's not flashy, it's not overly powerful, but it's simple, proven, and incredibly tough. No complicated turbo systems, no unnecessary stress. Just a naturally aspirated engine designed to keep running year after year. And that simplicity matters. Because when you remove complexity, you remove a lot of the things that typically go wrong in modern trucks. That's one of the biggest reasons why so many Tacomas are still on the road today with 200,000, 300,000 miles and beyond. But here's what makes this truck even more interesting. It's not just about the engine. The Tacoma is built with a reputation for overall durability. Owners don't just use these trucks for daily driving, they push them hard. Off-roading, hauling gear, rough terrain, and somehow they keep going. That's exactly how a reputation is built. Another reason this truck holds up so well over time is how under-stressed it feels. The 4.0-liter V6 isn't constantly being pushed to its limit, which helps reduce long-term wear. And when an engine isn't fighting to survive every drive, it tends to last a lot longer. Now, honest pushback, because it matters. The Tacoma isn't the most comfortable truck, and it's definitely not the most fuel efficient. And compared to newer trucks, it can feel a bit outdated inside. But here's the trade-off. It's built to last. And for a video about trucks you can buy once and keep for years, that matters far more than fancy features. In the end, the 2014 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport earns the number 3 spot because it proves something important. Sometimes the most reliable machines aren't the biggest or the most powerful. They're the ones built with simplicity, toughness, and a reputation that's been earned over time. Number 2, 2017 Nissan Frontier, the old-school truck that outlasts expectations. When people list trucks that can go the distance, the Nissan Frontier almost never gets the spotlight, and that's exactly why it deserves this spot. The 2017 Frontier SV Crew Cab, with the 4.0-liter VQ 40DE V6, is one of those rare pickups that proves simplicity still wins when it comes to long-term reliability. At the core of this truck is Nissan's 4.0-liter V6, and while it's not the newest design, that's actually the advantage. This engine has been around long enough to be proven in real-world conditions, not just on paper. No turbochargers, no overly complex systems, just a naturally aspirated setup built to handle years of daily use. And that's exactly what owners report. You'll find Frontiers crossing 200,000, 250,000, even pushing toward 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. It's not flashy, it's not modern, but it's consistent. And in a world where many newer trucks rely on complex tech, consistency becomes a huge advantage. Another reason the Frontier holds up so well is how under-stressed it feels. The engine isn't constantly pushed to deliver extreme performance, which reduces long-term wear. And when a truck isn't working at its limits every day, it tends to last longer. Simple as that. But here's the real surprise. This truck comes from an era where design changes were minimal for years. While that might sound like a downside, it actually helped build a platform that became refined, predictable, and durable over time. Fewer changes meant fewer new problems. Now, honest pushback, because this matters. The Frontier is not the most fuel-efficient truck, and it definitely feels outdated compared to newer pickups. Interior tech is basic, and the ride isn't as refined as modern competitors. But none of that matters if your priority is one thing: longevity. And that's where the Frontier shines. In the end, the 2017 Nissan Frontier SV with the 4.0-liter V6 earns the number 2 spot because it proves that sometimes the best long-term vehicles aren't the most advanced. They're the ones that keep things simple and just keep working. And for a truck that quietly goes the distance while everyone overlooks it, this is a seriously underrated machine. Number 1. 2017 Ford F-150, the V8 that keeps coming back for more. If there's one truck on this list that truly vanquishes power, availability, and long-term durability, it's the 2017 Ford F-150 XLT with the 5.0-liter Coyote V8. And here's the key. It's the 5.0 V8 specifically that earns this number 1 spot. Because while many modern trucks rely on turbocharged engines and complex systems, this one keeps things relatively simple. And that simplicity is exactly what helps it last. The 5.0L Coyote V8 is known for being strong, durable, and built to handle stress without constantly fighting for survival. It produces solid power, but more importantly, it delivers that power effortlessly. And when an engine isn't pushed to its limits every time you drive, it naturally tends to last longer. That's one of the biggest reasons why you'll find so many high-mileage F-150s still on the road today. These trucks are used for everything: daily driving, hauling, towing, and yet many manage to push well beyond 250,000 to 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. But here's where the F-150 really separates itself. Real-world numbers. Unlike some trucks that are rare at high mileage, the F-150 is everywhere. That means its reputation isn't based on a few examples. It's built on thousands of trucks proving themselves over time. And when a vehicle performs at that scale, it says a lot about its durability. Another advantage is parts availability and repairability. Because the F-150 is so common, parts are easy to find, and almost every mechanic knows how to work on it. That makes long-term ownership far less stressful compared to more complicated or rare trucks. Now, honest pushback. Because this matters. Not every F-150 engine shares this reputation. Some turbocharged EcoBoost models can become expensive over time if not maintained properly. That's why choosing the 5.0 V8 is critical if long-term reliability is your goal. Inside, the F-150 offers a balance of comfort and practicality. It's more refined than older trucks, but still tough enough to handle real work. And that balance helps it age better than many competitors. And maybe that's why it takes the number 1 spot. Not because it's the most extreme or the most overbuilt, but because it delivers something incredibly important: consistency at scale. In the end, the 2017 Ford F-150 with the 5.0L V8 isn't just a strong truck. It's one of the most proven long-term machines you can buy. And if you're looking for a pickup that can go the distance without turning ownership into a constant problem, this is about as close as it gets. If you made it this far, you already know. Not all trucks are built the same. Some are designed to last a few years. And some are built to keep going no matter what. So now I want to hear from you. Which truck would you trust to hit 300,000 miles? Or is there one I missed that deserves to be on this list? If this video helped you, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want more content like this, where we break down the smartest vehicles you can actually rely on, make sure you subscribe. And don't click away just yet. The next video on your screen reveals trucks that look tough, but secretly cost owners thousands in repairs. Trust me, you don't want to miss that.